Is the shoe in California really the safest place to be? What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. First off, as you can tell from my voice, I wound up catching whatever the hell is going around right now. Usually I'm not sick for more than a couple days if I get sick. So hopefully this passes soon. That said, somebody sent me a video. Thanks to the Discord, thanks to IG DMs. People send me ideas from time to time. And I received this video, right? I received this link to this video. And as usual, it's a person that is not from California talking about California prisons, right? Specifically Pelican Bay. Oh, I'm sure he's read an article or two. You know, I'm sure he's read a magazine article or two or newspaper article or two, but he's never been there. He's never been here, right? So I listened to the video and it cracked me up. It always trips me out. Why do people that are not from California speak about California prisons as if they know? California dudes don't speak about their prisons because we don't know. And we don't want to come off looking stupid, right? But this guy has a history of not caring about looking stupid. That's really what his channel's based on. And so let me go ahead and just give my 2 cents, right? Someone who has been to the shoe on several occasions. So this person said that the shoe is the safest place to be and that people lay down and lick their nuts in the shoe. Wow. He said that in Pelican Bay shoe, there's only 8 people per pod. No, sir, that is incorrect. There are 8 cells. Every cell is capable of holding 2 men. If you are validated, you can't have a cellie. But even then, if you had somebody there that you had already been cellies with, they may allow you to have that cellie. But the majority of guys in there were not validated. This is the thing, you know, people like to tell a half-truth. A half-truth is a whole lie, right? And we're going to break it down. He forgets or just doesn't know that up until recently, before the hunger strikes got the shoes shut down, California had 3 shoes, not 1, not just Pelican Bay. You know, the FBI had to come into our shoes. I don't know about other states. Can't speak on them. But the feds had to come into our states due to the brutality. How safe brutality must be, right? Fucking FBI had to station themselves in Corcoran and in Pelican Bay. Tehachapi wasn't a shoe yet. Had it been a shoe back then, believe they would have been staged there too. So, Corcoran shoe is notorious for the fights that were being set up, the people that were shot, the people that were killed. Yeah, it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe to go out there and get killed, fight, die. And then this guy will probably make another video and they say, oh man, that was in the 90s. Yeah, they stopped doing group yard and intermingling the races back in the shoe, but you still had group yard. And so there were still stabbings, slashings, beatings. They only brought the dog runs in the 2000s. Okay. And then for anybody that thinks it's extremely safe to be in the shoe because you don't have a cellie, let me tell you guys something right now. You go to the shoe, especially Pelican Bay, and this dude has no idea. Pelican Bay is unlike anything. It was not built based upon a prison in Arizona. It was built based upon a prison that the United Kingdom had built in order to break the Irish Republican Army. That's the truth, okay? But in Pelican Bay shoe, it's all mental. Everything about it is mental. To say that people locked it up in the shoe because they couldn't hang, no, the reality is a lot of times dudes that did lock it up in the shoe, it was due to political disagreements. And I won't get any further than that. Now, getting back to how safe it is in the shoe. You know, in the shoe, that's where the members of the organizations were. That's where dudes who were in line to be made were at. And a simple conversation could lead to somebody being killed upon release from the shoe. That's how safe it is in there. It's so safe that you better be very mindful of the words you use and who you're using them with. It's so safe that you're sitting in there every day plotting. And so are your rivals that are from the same faction as you. People are making moves. You know, this person said they're 23-1. Actually, it's 22.5 in an hour and a half. And depending on the building, see, these are things people don't understand. Depending on the building, you may be able to come out and tell the tower cop, hey man, is it cool if I just get my yard time on the freeway? The cop might be like, yeah, go ahead, but I'm only going to give you a half hour. All right, cool. And then you go post up on a door and you get that one-on-one schooling that them dudes on the main line don't get, that these dudes that have no idea don't get. I've personally seen where somebody was clowning on the tier, got out of the shoe, and within a week, he got dropped on the yard because of the clowning. And again, the vast majority of guys that go to the shoe or that were going to the shoe in California, I don't know about these other states. That dude should be speaking on his state, not acting like he knows about this state. But the vast majority of guys housed in the shoe in California, it was for putting in work. The vast majority that were validated, they were validated because they got told on, not because they got caught doing something. California also has a validation for violence, not just gang activity. But people outside of our state don't know these things. So the shoe was full of guys that were back there for a 2-year shoe term, 15-month shoe term, 5-year shoe term. And they go back there and they get laced up on how to be the best criminal, how to be the coldest weapon they can be, how to sharpen this tool right here. And then they go out on the main lines knowing damn well it's a gift that they're going back to the shoe. And so when they go out from the shoe to the main lines, they're planting seeds. They're planting seeds. They're planting seeds. So that when they get slammed down, they have friends that will help out, that'll look out for their family, that'll look out for them, that'll be their hands and feet, their eyes and ears, their mouthpiece. But I don't expect anybody who doesn't really know the real deal about the real deal to understand these things. I don't glorify this shit, but I'm setting it straight. The shoe is was a very, very, very dangerous place. It was the most respectful place I ever did time. And I was in Pelican Bay shoe 4 times. I was in Corcoran shoe 1 time. Okay. And it was that respectful for a reason. And then just to clarify, I did a video a while back, a few months back. I believe it was less than a year ago, about a time in Pelican Bay where a lot of murders were happening in the shoe. But, you know, people don't really know what they're talking about. They'll talk about whatever. So we had that. And then that's when it went to, if you're validated, it's going to be very hard for you to get a Sally because a lot of those murders were happening. And a lot of the guys actually were validated. So that's pretty safe too, getting killed by your Sally. I guess that's safe. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody please be safe. Be smart and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.